Hey, my Liptons. So I wanted to come in here and do a quick video on Pretty Little Liars. Let me just say this, okay? Because I've been thinking about this lately. So after that abysmal, horrible Pretty Little Liars Original Sin slash Pretty Little Liars Summer School that I watched, and thank God they canceled it. I don't listen. Shout out to the people, the Pretty Little Liars fans on Twitter slash X. I know y'all liked the Pretty Little Liars Summer School. Personally, for me, I didn't. I somewhat enjoyed the first season, Pretty Little Liars Original Sin. But the second season was so bad. It was so bad. And by the way, if y'all want to watch my review on that, um, I did have a whole Pretty Little Liars playlist on my channel, by the way. Which, by the way, y'all need to subscribe to my channel. Okay, we're already over 1,000 subscribers. Okay, let's get up to 2,000 subscribers. But if y'all do want to check out, y'all can, this is my homepage. If y'all want to check out any Pretty Little Liars content, it is right here. Alrighty. So I started off, especially because, I started my channel like 2 years ago. So it was, Pretty Little Liars Original Sin was the first thing. So I was like, okay, let me do my videos on it. And, for the most part, I liked the first season. But the second season was just bad. It was just bad. And I did it's right here. I did a video 2 months ago discussing why I feel like Pretty Little Liars Summer School was just a colossal mess. It was so bad. It was so bad. Okay. So there's the video. So y'all can definitely go check it out and tell me your thoughts on my personal opinion on why I think Summer School was bad and why I believe that the show was canceled by hbomax. So that's just that on that. But any other Pretty Little Liars content is up here, so definitely check it out. But what's so crazy is Pretty Little Liars Summer School like literally motivated me to go rewatch Pretty Little Liars, the OGs, Pretty Little Liars, because you already know on my channel, Pretty Little Liars, I love Pretty Little Liars. Like, I grew up on it. Like, this is my show. These are my girls. Anytime I, see a fan account or something, post a picture or video about how, like, because, most of these girls now, they're mothers, they're married. Like, Ashley Benson is married, has a baby. Shay Mitchell, she has 2 daughters. Troian is married, has a baby. Like, Sasha, same thing, married with a son. It's just really Lucy, but like, Lucy's also out here doing her thing. So it's like anytime I see any updates about them, I always retweet it because I'm just like, yo, these are my girls. Like, I grew up with them, so it's like I feel like I'm low key like their sisters in a way. Like, oh, you had a baby on my auntie now. So it's just like those are just the kind of vibes I get with these Pretty Little Liars cast and stuff like that, because I just love them, and I loved the show growing up. Like, I was such a fan. And I remember when I first got like Apple TV, and like, mind you, it was like maybe season 5, season 6 of Pretty Little Liars. I remember like when I first got Apple TV when I was living in my mom's house, like I binge watched Pretty Little Liars again. Like, that's how much of a fan I was of the show. So Summer School made me rewatch the show again because I was just like, man, let me go back to the glory days, because I don't know what the hell Marlene King and them were doing with Pretty Little Liars Summer School, but let's go back to their glory days because this is when they were at their peak, okay? So mostly this video is mostly about, I'm gonna mostly discuss season 7 in this video, okay? Because I truly, truly do believe that people have their problems with season 7. Even me, I have my problems with season 7 of Pretty Little Liars. This was the last season, of Pretty Little Liars. But can we also be honest too? Can we be honest? The build up, the build up to the reveal of AD was spectacular. Like, I have to give tens where tens are due. Okay, I have to get tens where tens are due. Pretty Little Liars season 7, yes, it has some of its flaws, but at the end of the day, we're not going to sit and act as if the build-up was not, the build-up was eating. The build-up? Okay? I was watching this and I was like thinking to myself, I'm like, oh my God, like this is like, it was just twists and turns and everything like that. So like the build-up, now I will say this though. Yes, was the AD reveal anticlimactic? Yes, I'm not going to lie. It was anticlimactic. But a part of me also feels like, I we would have had to be AD. Like, okay, let's just, for the people that haven't watched Pretty Little Liars, listen, there's going to be the spoilers. It is what it is. If you didn't watch it at this point, if y'all do want to watch it, it's on Max or HBO Max, whatever they want to call themselves now. But yeah, so it was apparently supposed to be Spencer's twin, okay? So Spencer's twin was the AD. And I'm not going to lie to y'all. Yes, was it definitely anti-climactic? Yes, because like we were just thinking it was going to be somebody, like, I don't know. Like, that's the thing about it. It's like I didn't want it to be this way, but it's like I also don't know who I wanted to be AD. Now, there's some people on the internet, they have their like, those little threads that people, talk about a show, and they say, oh, who do you want to be? What do you wish the ending should have been? Blah, blah, blah. I know there's some people that wanted Arya to be A or AD. I know there was also another thing too, where it's like they wish they could have kept Allison being like a mean girl or evil and stuff like that. Let me just get that out the way. First of all, I totally disagree with all of that. Like, I think, let's talk about the Allison piece real quick. First of all, Allison, they should have kept Allison a mean girl. Let me tell y'all guys something. A near-death experience will change a bitch, okay? A near-death experience will make you look at life completely differently, okay? And that is what happened to alisondilaurentis. Allison, yeah, don't get me wrong. Allison, like, especially if you watch like the first like 4 seasons, and you watch those flashbacks of how Allison was, the kind of person and human being that she was so like, in a way you can't really blame people for wanting this girl dead. I get it. But at the same time, it's also like when Allison went through what she went through, and her mother, spoiler alert, when her mother, when she got hit in the head by A and her mother buried her alive, let me tell you something, that will change somebody. You will look at life completely differently. So I don't blame the writers for making Allison have like a personality change, because it's like, I feel like any human being, especially you used to be like a mean person, like a bully or something like that, and then you almost get, literally, your family members literally almost kill you, you're going to change. I'm sorry. Like, can we just keep it a stack? You're going to change. So I didn't mind the personality change from Allison, especially after she came back and, it was revealed that she was alive. The Arya piece, I'm not going to lie, maybe because, like, these are my girls and I love them. I don't know. Like, I didn't want Arya to be A. Like, I just feel like it should have been, I actually do, I enjoyed the A reveal. I enjoyed it being CC Drake. Like, I enjoyed it. We cannot sit here and act as if, y'all need to go back to them old YouTube videos when the A reveal happened and it was CC Drake. Everybody was shook. I was shook. My sister was shook, okay? My heart dropped to my ass when that happened, okay? We're not going to sit and act as if that didn't have us shook. So I'm glad it wasn't Arya. I'm glad AD wasn't Arya. Like, let's keep it. Let's leave the girls alone, okay? They've been through a lot. So that's one thing. The thing is, here's the thing. Here's some of the flaws where I do got to point out. It was a little bit like, okay, girl, like, now y'all just kind of throwing, spaghetti at the wall to see if it sticks. Like, the whole, like, Mary Drake, like, I'm not gonna lie, in a way, it's like, I feel like, now thinking about it, maybe Mary Drake should have been AD. I don't know. It should have given me something like that. Just because, like, I did like the fact that Mary Drake was CC Drake's mom. I liked that part, but I didn't like the fact that she was also Spencer's mom and the twins. Like, it's too much now. It's like, damn, like, Spencer's father's just out here just fucking, like he's just outside like this, just spreading it wide open. It's like, no, like, I feel like they should have kept it as, okay, Mary Drake was CC Drake's mother, and then maybe Mary Drake could have been AD. If they could have hide that, because can we also be honest, my Liptons? We were all so shook when we saw Mary Drake. When we saw her, we done dropped off the bed, okay? We did a death drop, okay? We were shook, okay? So I feel like the writers, personally for me, Marley King, if I was on that writing team, I would have saved that towards the end. If anything, that would have been my AD reveal. That would have been my AD reveal, because it would have had us shook. I didn't. This Spencer twin. First of all, Spencer. They should have kept it as Spencer being her mama's daughter, and the Spencer twins thing is like is annoying. Like, keep y'all we could have done without this. Like, definitely the AD reveal, the Spencer twin thing. It was so unnecessary. Like, y'all could have done without this. That's another thing. Like, that's obviously the main thing. So for me, I just think that either AD should have been Mary Drake or they should have come up with something else. Like, I was even to the point where I was like, maybe, I don't know, maybe it should have been Hannah's, that fiance that she had, Jordan. I don't know. Like, I was just thinking of anybody and anything and everything because it's like, I don't know how they were going to pull this off, but I can't say an actress if this wasn't anticlimactic because it was. So there's that. Let me just get the big ones, the big fish out the way. Some other things that were like in it, like these are more like the lesser flaws because obviously the AD reveals was more like the bigger thing. Of course, like I didn't like Spoby. No, not Spoby. Oh my god. Oh my god. I should have never said that. I love Spoby. Spaleb is what I meant to say. Caleb and Spencer's relationship. I remember even back then I was uncomfortable with it. Y'all already know. I was a Caleb fan. Like Caleb, Spoby, like those were my top two ships. So it's like the fact that they wanted to experiment with that, it's like I get it, but at the same time, it's like, girl, like Spencer, like especially me rewatching Pretty Little Liars again at with more adult eyes, is like Spencer, like you just take anybody's man. Like it is no shade. Like I don't mean to like really call Spencer like like a slut like that, but she kind of was. Like she was just even with Melissa. It's like I now it's like I kind of understand why Melissa was so angry at Spencer. Like Spencer was literally with Ian, and she was kissing up on Ian, and literally after Ian broke up with Melissa, Spencer went to go mess with Ian, and then the whole situation with Ren. It's like the same thing. Spencer and Ren. It's like not to leave these men off the hook for what they did because they were wrong. But it's like Spencer, like you're my sister. Like if I'm thinking like from a Melissa's standpoint, like you're my sister. What are you doing? We're blood. So it's like Spencer sometimes like she's a little bit too like promiscuous for me. Promiscuous girl. And then like she's very promiscuous. Like she's out there. And I really, really like Spencer. Like that's my girl. Like I've said this before in different videos. My two favorite people in Pretty Little Liars, my two favorite characters are Hannah and Spencer because I feel like they just went through the most. Like out of the group, her and Spencer went through the most. I just personally feel like, and I feel like after those two, it's like Allison. I mean, but they all did. They all went through. Everybody went through their thing. Everybody, listen, AD, they were trying to kill all these girls. So if anything, they all went through a near-death experience. Okay, but Spencer and Hannah are my faves. But it's like they also got their flaws. But yeah, like Spencer, like she be doing these things. Like she's kind of like, I don't know. She's not a girl's girl. Spencer, even though I like her, she's not a girl's girl because it's like you do the same thing to your own flesh and blood, your sister. Getting involved with her ex-fiancés or fiancés or whatever. And then Hannah, who's like your best friend, you know that, like, why are you even looking at Caleb like that? Like, yes, I get it, like Caleb and Hannah broke up, like, but why would you even, like, girl code, girl? Like, what are you doing? Like, so that right then and there, I'm like, this was a turn off. Like, Spaleb was a complete turn off, and even though it's like, I get they were experimenting, but I didn't like it. I didn't like it. I didn't mind Hannah and Jordan. Like, I feel like, of course, like I wanted all of them to find their way back to each other. I wanted Hannah and Caleb to find their way back. I wanted Toby and Spencer to find their way back. I wanted Emily to find her way back. I wanted, Aria's whole situation. That is a whole different conversation because I know, but I will no. This is what I will say though about Aria and stuff. You know what I don't understand? Because, people on the internet nowadays, because, we do live in a very different time. They're like, oh my God, Aria got with the teacher. Oh my God, Ezra's a creep. Oh my God. Even in Pretty Little Liars Summer School, Imogen was like, oh, she didn't give her baby. Because if y'all remember in the last episode of Pretty Little Liars, Aria said that she couldn't have children, so they had to, go for adoption. And then in Pretty Little Liars Summer School, Imogen was like, oh, I decided not to give my baby to Arya and Spencer, Arya and Ezra, because Ezra's a creep or something. She got the heebie-jeebies from him or something like that. And it's just like, okay, here's my thing. I'm really gonna call. Don't get me wrong. I'm not gonna say and act as if like Pretty Little Liars didn't romanticize inappropriate relationships, or like, yeah, like they like. I'm not gonna say and act as if like Pretty Little Liars did not romanticize inappropriate relationships. Like, first things first. Like, let's just keep it a buck. The whole teacher student thing immediately is like the first thing that's like, okay, like this was so inappropriate, illegal. If anything, we can really even put that on some like statutory rape kind of thing. Like, I get it, but like I feel like not a lot of people too are also calling out the fact that Arya also messed with Jason. Jason was also older. Jason was. Spencer messed with Ian. Ian was also older. Ren, older. So it's like, I feel like, yes, like Pretty Little Liars, I feel like people only focus on Ezra but then again, yeah, because Ezra was like the kind of one of the main characters. But like, if anything, a good amount of these, like, Spencer messed with a lot of grown men. Like, the only person that was like around her age was Toby. Other than that, Ian, Ren, older. Jason, older. So it's like, hell, Allison also messed with older men. Allison messed with Ian. Didn't she also mess with Officer, what's his name? Holden? Wilden? No, Officer Wilden. Like, these girls, they all did their, like, so it's like, I feel like, in a way, this show, while yes, like, they romanticize the hell out of, unfortunately, inappropriate relationships and the age gaps, but it's also, like, we also keep it a buck, like, these are some things that are a reflection of society. Like, how many cases have we heard of, like, teacher, like a male teacher or female teacher messing with their students? Unfortunately, that's just something. Even though, like, I feel like it shouldn't be romanticized and it should be like condemned, like, to the highest order. Okay, but like, it's also, I feel like with these things, it's a reflection of society. Like, hell, look at the French, and I know I'm going on a whole tangent, but like, look at the French president, the president of France, and his wife. Y'all need to go look that up. Emmanuel Macron, the French president, and his wife is literally his teacher. Like, these things, unfortunately, it's in our society, and it's like, if they do get highlighted, and I mean, it's like, in a way, it's like, I don't have an issue with people calling it out, but at the same time, it's like, are we also going to call out, like, when are we going to hold the people in our society accountable for this kind of bad behavior? So I don't know. I just feel like I just feel like people were kind of, mostly pointing at Ezra, and I'm like, yeah, let's, because Ezra was the teacher too, so it's like, I don't know, it's a double whammy with Ezra, because Ezra was like the teacher, so it's like a power dynamic, and then it's like, on top of that, you're the teacher, she's a student, and on top of that, the age gap. But I will say this though, I feel like, well, no, I won't say it. But yeah, like, they pointed that out because it was like the main one of course, like, Arya's main loves, and they end up getting married. But like, Arya also messed with Jason too, and Jason was older than her, and Spencer messed with Ian, Bran, they were older than her. So it's like, are we gonna have that same energy? But yeah, either way. So, but I'm not gonna lie to you though. I'm not gonna lie to you. Let me point out some of the good things too that they had in season 7. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was here for Jason and Arya. Okay, when they finally, can we be honest? That was a long time coming. Jason and Arya were a long time coming, because when they gave us the cute flashback, I was like, oh my gosh, finally! Like, I was here for it. Okay, I was glad that they kind of dibbled and dabbled into that. Okay, so we were here for it. Like, come on, like, let's be for real. What else? Oh, the whole Elliot. I'm not gonna lie to you, that was also really good. Like, that had me on my toes. Okay, Elliot, and what Elliot did to Allison, I was just like, oh my god, Allison. Like, I don't even know, like, shoot, like, Allison. It's her karma, but at the same time, it's like, damn, girl, like, you need to get out of here. Like, the whole Elliot storyline too was, it was great. Like it really made me hate. Like it was like such a sense of urgency. And that episode where they drove the car and then the way Elliot died. Y'all need to go back and rewatch season 7, okay? Y'all at least I actually really started at like late season 6, going up to season 7. It was great. It was great. It was great. It was great. Like y'all need to go back and rewatch Pretty Liars because Pretty Liars was just that was a great show. That was a great show. Um, but yes. So yeah, like I said, obviously the main thing, the AD reveal was just horrible. Um, the build up was so good, but oh God, I don't know. Maybe it should have been maybe Drake to be AD. I think they should have kind of hid that behind. They should have not prematurely put Mary Drake out there. I think that she should have probably been AD. But then again, I don't know too because I don't know how the fans or how I would have reacted. But then again, I feel like I would have ate that up though. I feel like because I ate up CC Drake, okay. I ate up CC Drake being A, okay, because I was shook when she was literally. But oh, here's another thing. Another thing what I didn't like that I also kind of felt like was very anticlimactic. I hated that it was Mona that killed Charlotte / CC Drake. I hated it. I'm like, if anything, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. There's some part of me that feels like Mona should have stayed dead. In what was it, season 5? Where it's like where we thought that she died, where A came for her. There was a part of me that felt like she should have stayed dead because I don't know. I feel like Mona low key, her character overstayed her welcome. So it's like I wouldn't have minded if she would have stayed dead. But there's some people that really like Mona that enjoyed the fact that she was here. But I don't know. It's like with Mona, it's like I feel like she overstayed. Her character overstayed her welcome. Like once A came for her in that apartment, I was like, okay, like bada bing, bada boom, like be gone. But when she came back in the dollhouse, I was just like, oh my God, like, and I like Mona, but like Mona is just like, sometimes I feel like she overstayed. And then it's like the fact that y'all had Mona kill Charlotte. It's like, come on, like Charlotte had Mona in that, like, Charlotte over smart is way more smarter, way more intelligent, way more. You mean to tell me Charlotte's gonna allow Mona to kill her? Like, just like realistically, it wouldn't. This didn't make any sense to me personally, at least. It didn't make sense. So I hated that it was Mona. Like I hated that it was Mona that killed Charlotte. It should have been someone else. Like I don't know. It should have been Mary Drake. And I know I keep saying Mary Drake. Like I don't know. Maybe I feel like they should have did something where it's like Mary Drake probably felt betrayed that Charlotte looked at Jessica DeLaurentis more as a mother than her, or something like that. And then Mary Drake was like, okay, I'm going, because these are all these people are mentally ill. Let's just be very clear. Charlotte's mentally ill. Mary Drake is mentally ill. Mono's mentally so all these people are mentally ill. So I don't know, like maybe they should have done something like that where Mary Drake felt betrayed or something and then end up killing her own daughter. Like, give me something like that. But the fact that it was Mona, I was just like, girl, y'all could have kept that. Y'all could. I didn't like that. I definitely didn't like it. I like the fact that the build up, like I said, the build up, late season 6, early seasons going into season 7, the build up was amazing. The fact, like a who done it, who killed Charlotte, that I loved it. But when we found out the answers was the part that sended me. Like I was just like, ugh. So yeah, I didn't like that. And it's no shade. And I really like Troian. Troian, it's no shade. And she's a great actress, but she can't do accents. Like I hated the British accent. Troian can't do a British accent to save her life, child. Like it was so cheesy, and I was just like, Troian girl, like I know you trying, but like this probably came at short notice, so that like, you couldn't really practice on like the accents and the dialects and stuff. So, but yeah, I just personally feel like, yeah, just the reveals were just whack. It was whack. Except for CC Drake's A reveal. The CC Drake A reveal is always gonna be top tier for me. I don't care what y'all say. Y'all could be mad. Y'all could be mad about it. I was here for it. Everything was just amazing with that. The AD reveal, horrible. Horrible. Yes, y'all need a different approach. But I will say this though. I was happy that all their respective love interests got back together. Hannah got back with Caleb. Oh my God. And I love the way that Caleb proposed to Hannah. I love that scene with Mrs. Marin, and it was so simplistic and so cute and so that made my heart like, you know, Spencer getting back with Toby, like I was just happy. Arya, I mean, people, I don't know. It's like Arya and Ezra is like I never really been crazy about them like that compared to other people, so it's like I don't know. I really didn't care too much about it, but you know, whatever for the folks that liked Ezreal, you know, and of course, you know, I would say this though, Allison having Emily's eggs, like I felt like this is why sometimes I wish I didn't have the internet because like people kind of like already pointed out like oh most likely because remember when A stole the eggs and we were like oh most likely she's gonna implant it in Allison. I remember like that's when Twitter was saying all that and I was like oh so it's like we kind of already had an idea so it's like when it happened we're like oh yeah we were right you know so but yeah I wish they could have hit that a little bit better but everyone got back to their respective others, which I was happy about. I just wish that we didn't have like the whole Spaleb blunder because that was weird. But yeah. Anyway, this was a very long-winded video. But anyway, y'all guys tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. Also, I did put this up on TikTok. If y'all go to my TikTok again. Okay, this is my TikTok. So I put this up. Oh no, not this one. So I put up here on my TikTok, guys, what's the first ever ship that you obsessed over? Like fully absorbed into your veins, couldn't get out of your head, would physically react to their scenes on screen and watch edits of them for hours on end. So my personal top 3, I put Klaus and Caroline, okay, Caroline, Sean and Angela from Boy Meets World, and Rory Gilmore and Logan Huntsberger from Gilmore Girls. So those are my top 3. You guys can go on my TikTok and tell me your top 3, or you guys can tell me in my comment section. But yeah, that was the end of that. You guys tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. Please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Let's get up to 2,000 subscribers. Please like, share in my videos. Let's get those watch time hours up. And I talk to you guys later. Bye.